What is up, everybody? Brandon and Chris back here again for another comic book review. This time we are on the third part of People vs. Justice League number 36. And this one actually starts off a little bit different tone again. This time a lot darker. Superman is being interrogated or questioned by the Senate, a female senator, and she's basically berating him and the Justice League and questioning their vigilantism.
Like always.
They
always do.
Yeah, and what's crazy about this, and I'm going to drop a little bit of a spoiler here because it kind of leads up to this book's going to be about in the future is going to be about. But the next page, she gets murdered by what seems to be Batman.
Yeah.
Or an imposter that's in a Batman suit. Just obviously. This one here had a little bit different feel all around from the last two books. I thought that, there was, how those spots in the last two books that were kind of all over the place?
Yeah.
There was some of that here. Some of that here. But I thought there was a lot more interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, I agree.
Because even though that it has been done before, like with Civil War and some other stuff, I always like that, the story of government and the people and the public's perception of what heroes are and the heroes and what they should and shouldn't be doing.
Yep.
And not only are they questioning what they should and shouldn't be to the world, but they're questioning what they should and shouldn't do as far as, the group, what's best for the charter, what's best versus what's best for the world. And that comes into play with the plot here, for this issue. And that is a ship went down in Chinese territory.
Yeah. And
the Chinese basically said, you'll get your rescue operation, but not before you give over all the nukes that was on that ship, and they're going in our hand. They're basically going, we're taking them from you, then you can have. And that's pretty crazy. So you've got this dynamic when you've got these questions, so-and-so wants to do this, and then the other one's like, no, you can't really do that. We've got to abide by law. No one's going to stop us.
Yeah.
So
well, and that's one of my favorite things about it is that is Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because the whole time Aquaman's like, no, this is I am the king of the sea.
Yeah, exactly.
Your governments have no power. And at one point he says, if your land governments have a problem, you can talk to my embassy.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do
think
too.
that's awesome.
I do too. So when you get in that side of the politics because something crazy is happening, I think that makes for more interesting and because it's more complex for sure.
Oh yeah.
Of a story. And I think that was what was really, really good about this book. I don't know how many people would agree with that, but I really, really like that.
I think Justice League needs it.
I think so too. I don't think there was enough of it beforehand.
No, I don't think so either.
I think this going forward, because right now with the events of the last two books, or really the events of the first book, and now that it's out, and everybody's questioning this, everyone's got their PR is very, very low right now.
Oh yeah,
people feel
everybody's hating them right now.
Everyone's kind of hating on them right now. Plus, you got this imposter bat, out here killing people. That's not, he's making Batman look bad. It's not good for any of them. And that, in turn, makes Batman feel bad.
Yeah.
Pisses him off. He questions a lot of things. The biggest things, really, in this book, as far as positives, go to, mostly the writing. The translation is pretty good for the most part. And once again, the art and style is put on paper very well, and I really like that. I already discussed the complexity of it. I like that. The PR, you've got that plot still. You've got this added question of what the hell's going on with this imposter bat and what's going on here. So I really like that. That's all positives for me. Any positives for you about all?
About all of like the overall tone of it. I love
I do too.
The government.
It's darker.
And I love the darker stories too.
Anything you didn't like?
I had a bugaboo. There was a really bad transition, and it has to do with when they finally saved the submarine. It was like there was a missing page. There's just
there was a weird transition there.
They were doing something, And then
it made it feel like it was just
it didn't show anything, and then they were at this,
and they were talking, and then something happened, and then Cyborg said something to Batman, and then Batman says, "I'll handle it," and then and then it's and that leads into the ending, and then the the cliffhanger there, and the surprise twist there, and I don't want to get into that just yet, but it's a little bit weird, and I didn't like that was the weakest point because it felt like it had an abrupt ending. And that was definitely the weakest part of the book.
Yeah.
Everything else was top notch. So I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened unless we just have a faulty issue or something with no page. But I don't think so. I just think that I don't. It was just weird. I got it.
Yeah.
I
understood what was happening.
Yeah, we understood. It was just like, this could have been transitioned a little bit better.
Yeah.
And there was a couple places in each of those books that were like that, but not bad.
Yeah, I thought
not this bad. This was noticeable.
This one was my favorite so far, though.
I think so too.
Of this arc,
I can see this all coming together better.
Yeah,
and then on top of this imposter Batman, and then the twist at the end, this is leading up to even more questions, almost to where this PR thing is not as big or as interesting. However, it's all this together is just going to be a nightmare for them.
Yeah.
So
I think it's all linked together.
Oh, I think so too. But this is what's great. This is literally the best thing that could have happened.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put Priest on a pedestal, but I think he's doing really, really good here.
Yeah, I think. I agree.
I actually gave this one an 8.5.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, that's a pretty good score for you, considering you're a lot lower than me usually. So, I really, really thought this was good.
Yeah.
This was probably still out of all of them my favorite.
Yeah,
because I can't wait to see
this one. It really gives me high hopes for where he's going with it. I think he's got an elaborate plan for where he's going to take it.
Yeah,
and this one really shows that it's kind of unfolding, and that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, me too.
Finally got it.
Yeah, me too.
But
anyway, I like that a lot. Guys, we appreciate you watching. I hope you liked it. We will continue this. We got Justice League 37 coming up. We'll have that review out. We've also got some other reviews coming too. So we'll wrap it up here, and we'll catch you next time.